Welcome back, Star Wars Racing Incorporated. We continue our series of Journey to the Runoffs, and this is episode, I don't know, 7 or 8. This is going exclusively into our YouTube channel, so if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you like, you give it a like. The likes is okay, and I don't mind the likes or no likes, but the subscription, that's important. So yeah, subscribe. So yeah, we continue. We've got about 3 weeks until we leave for the runoffs at Road America. Really excited about that. We are tracking really well. So let's get to it. Let's make it short. A couple things going on here. We're all done with the inside. Really today, one simple thing and one more not simple thing. But yeah, gonna switch my rear springs for Road America for the setup for that. Also today we should at the very least be throwing in this engine in for testing tomorrow, hopefully. And it's just gonna go in and out. Just gonna start it, make sure it starts. It's just the backup engine. I don't have to break it in because it doesn't have really a lot of new components in it. No bearings, none of that. It was a working engine, and basically just kind of refresh and give him, and for me, right? So I don't have to do the usual break-in, which is a little more extensive. So just gonna throw it in, make sure it starts, sounds good, and take it back out. Again, and that's part of the preparation, right? It's a pain in the butt. Actually, I'm going to be building one of those things that you can start the engine on the bench. I do have components. I have enough transmission stuff. I have a bell housing that is cracked, but for starting, who cares? I have an extra starter. I have an extra fuel pump and things like that. So I'm going to build that. So in the future, I just connect things and start it right here on the floor, Heck with that. Because, now I have to take all my engine out and all that stuff. Because you don't want to go to Road America. It's halfway the country for me. And God willing, something happens to this. And you don't know if this is going to start, right? And you're stuck with that. So you take the extra time, do the extra preparation. Make sure that starts. And it will. Of course it will. But you don't want to go with that doubt when you're driving that far. Okay, so I will take the extra time and the work and preparation, which is one of the key items for runoff stuff, right? You want to make sure everything is tip-top, tested, confirmed, right? Nothing new. Don't be doing crazy things when you go to the runoffs. You want to be well prepared because, something sometimes happens and, sometimes you're lucky enough, nothing happens, and others you're not. So we're prepared. So today we'll be taking the engine out, popping this one in, and then tomorrow I think we should be able to finish connecting things and start it and that kind of stuff, right? Tip of the day, as soon as you take your air box out or whatever's covering your carburetor, cover it up immediately. You never know. Actually, yesterday I was cutting some stuff and a little piece just flew off this way, but it was more like over there. But if this would have been open, that could have just flown right into it, right? So also you're taking your nuts and bolts as you're taking your venturis, you just drop one just like that, right? So as soon as you can, put something on it. So we're ready to go here. Been doing some stuff, got a new air filter, so kind of a cheap thing to do, if you will. Make sure you get the most air. It's the same type I had before. It's just new, so that's good. Also got some new tools here. Got a, man, I'm not going to say this, but there it is. A anemometer. Shit. I don't know. This is to measure CFMs, okay? Let's just say it that way. And this also to tune in my carburetor, my Weber. Some people do it by ear because they're experts. I can't. So I bought me this, not too expensive either. And again, just little details that, may help, or at least make sure that the car is as good as possible. My table's a mess. I was cutting things here for my new intake and so a bit of a mess. So we'll clean this up first, and then we'll start working on the rest of the things. Also, I gotta picked up some wood from my neighbor. Probably shouldn't do that because now I have stuff here in the shop that's in my way, because this stuff needs to go over there so I can bring my engine hoist here, and oh boy, yeah. But anyways, let's get back to preparations. So yeah, so we're in pretty good schedule. Really, the only things left for me is to put the engine in, the other one started, swap it. I'll do that this weekend. Hopefully by the end of the weekend I'll be done swapping in and out for both engines, and then after that I just got to do some fiberglass. We'll start with the front nose, hopefully, and if time allows, then I got to do that. But in the meantime, the priority is to do the front nose after the engine, and then we're gonna do a trailer prep. Very important, a very long trip. We're gonna be checking our bearings on the trailer, and yeah, that's what those are the main things. We got 3 weeks out. We got a test day on the 20th, which we will go here in Homestead, and that'll be our final test. And that's how you get ready for the runoffs. Kind of, right? A lot of work in between, a lot of late nights. Pretty late night last night. So that's what's going on here, guys. You guys stay safe, stay good, stay healthy. And then we're getting ready to put some new stuff here as soon as we get this baby out. Got the oil already out down there. There it is. We won't be using that. No, sir. New oil all the time. VR1, there's more there, because we're gonna need some new oil. So that's what's happening here. Star Wars Racing Incorporated.